Another week, another celebrity boxing match. So, we obviously have Ben Askren versus Jake Paul this weekend. It's currently the 14th. It's on the 17th. Eddie Alvarez did an interview with Ariel Helwani today, claiming that Oscar De La Hoya's people had reached out to him to fight on an upcoming card on Triller. I just can't. The Askren-Paul thing, I can get on board with because there's question marks around it. Oscar De La Hoya, I don't know if you saw that press conference, that announcement when they were doing the Paul Askren thing, and Oscar De La Hoya came out with Snoop Dogg, who for some reason is now at every fighting event, like he knows what he's doing. Oscar De La Hoya came out, mumbled something into a microphone, dropped the microphone and walked off in the most embarrassing return announcement from retirement I've ever seen. And that's coming from a man that was caught wearing a dress doing cocaine with a hooker. And I don't even think I need to say allegedly there because he did do that. So he is allegedly fishing for a fight with Eddie Alvarez. I don't know how much attention or information I can take in or give out on this fight. But here I am sitting here doing it. I don't think Oscar De La Hoya should be anywhere near any type of fighting. I think he's a terrible human being. And I'm sad that he's out there looking for one of these fights because clearly he's gone through his career. He doesn't have enough money at this point, which you think is mental because of the amount of fights he's been promoting with Golden Boy. So either it's an ego thing where he thinks he needs to stay relevant and show people that he can still do it, or it's a financial thing. Either way, unless the only reason he's doing this is for pure competition, he probably shouldn't be doing it. And if it is for pure competition, then maybe he should be doing what Mike Tyson's doing and going out and fighting Evander Holyfield. All the people that he should have fought or did fight from his age at his time. And Oscar De La Hoya is going after a current active, albeit not my favourite, a very capable and comparable MMA fighter in Eddie Alvarez. So there's some of these fights I don't mind. The MMA versus the YouTuber, the boxing. There's question marks there. I don't mind that. Is there question marks with Alvarez and De La Hoya? I guess there's a couple, but I just don't have any interest in watching Oscar De La Hoya do anything, let alone sell a fight, let alone be in a fight when his last fight was 10 or 12 years ago. Maybe it was longer than that. What was it, 2008, 2009, Oscar's last fight? Just bad. Really bad. But I see what Triller are doing. They released a video the other day that had Chuck Liddell in it. Chuck Liddell, who got knocked out by Tito Ortiz a year or so ago. Chuck Liddell, who's over 50 years old. I get what they're doing for some fights in some respects, but carting out all of these old guys to get them to fight current, younger, more hungry competitors because they used to be able to do it is just no way to promote anything. We used to see, that's what Bellator used to do. Bellator used to do these stupid fights. Hoist Gracie when he's got no business fighting. It tarnishes the brand and the product. And if you're trying to build a brand and a product off the back of something like that, then companies like Triller won't be around forever. They just won't be. And I know they just bought someone today. I can't even remember who they bought. They just bought someone. But if they're going to continue to put on fights like that, it's only going to last for a finite amount of time before people start switching off because people will get hurt. If Oscar De La Hoya fights Eddie Alvarez, Oscar De La Hoya is going to get hurt. And that's the problem. I can concede Mike Tyson fighting Roy Jones Jr. They are both of the same age. They are both from the same time. They have both been inactive for the same period of time. It was an exhibition. There were things agreed. I can get on board with that. I don't particularly want to watch it. I can get on board with it. Askren versus Paul. Askren is a competitor. Askren's going to win. Paul is a YouTuber who's had enough boxing for an athletic commission to go, okay, fine. It gives enough people question marks and talking points. Oscar De La Hoya saying he's going to come back and fight. Chuck Liddell, after we saw his career tail off and him get knocked out 5 out of his last 6 fights, then come back and get knocked out by an aged Tito Ortiz, now want to come back again. That's just no good for anybody. And anyone that's sitting there paying money to watch Chuck Liddell fight, there's something wrong.